Great to have you join me today. My name is Derek. This is a ministry titled As Bold as Lions. You can find out more about me at derekcharlesjohnson.com. That's my website. At that website, you can find blogs and podcasts and more of these devotions. They're all linked up there. I would encourage you to check that out. Our title today is Following God's Battle Plan. Judges 7, verse 7, and the Lord said to Gideon, with the 300 men who lapped, I will save you and give the Midianites into your hand, and let all the others go, every man to his home. Judges chapters 6 through 8 are a case study in following a battle plan that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, at least from man's perspective. Gideon is chosen by God to lead Israel into a battle against their enemy, the Midianites. When called, Gideon is actually hiding. He's in a winepress and he's threshing grain. Still, God calls him a mighty man of valor. Judges 6, verse 12. This is before Gideon even steps onto the battlefield. As God's preparing Gideon for battle, he cuts his army numbers down, way down. From a size of 32,000, Gideon somehow ends up with 300 men. From there, the battle itself depended upon two unlikely weapons, trumpets and jars with torches. Yet in all of this, Midian is routed. Surprised by an attack at night, Israel ambushes the camp. When the trumpets are blown, the enemy turns upon itself in utter confusion. Sometimes when God calls us to do something, the plans don't make any sense. Financially, the numbers don't work out. Physically, the toll seems too hard. Mentally and emotionally, we just don't have the stamina to put forth the effort. But these are all reasons to quit based upon our abilities. God wasn't looking for Gideon's ability, just his availability. It was obvious God had another plan as he slimmed and trimmed the army down to 300. It was obvious God would bring victory in such a way that only he could get the credit, only he could get the glory. If there's a plan that seems too big today, well, good. It's God's way of letting you know that the battle is his. You just need to obey and be ready for the call. Question today. What is impossible with God? Consider that question. What truly is impossible with God? In light of that, how do we approach the mountains that stand in front of us? God, you are still the same God who brought Gideon to victory with 300 men. Impossible odds, but you brought the victory. Help us to trust you for victories today. Help us to stop relying upon our own strength, even when we calculate and crunch all the numbers and it doesn't make sense. God, help us to come before you in faithful obedience. Amen. Be blessed.